I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Elliott. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, kill.
They'll try to throw down. Prescott caught by Cobb. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got his man there complete to Gallup. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And it's 3rd down.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be second and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Slip.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll try to run it with Morris. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Alfred Morris taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 24. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, a run with Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Alert! Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Bravo!
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, gun.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go.
12, fellas, here we go.
Check. Check 3.
6-6, pull it high. 11. I got you.
Ringo.
Hey, wahoo!
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, Echo!
Hey,
gun.
Watch it back.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I got you.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down.
21. Here we go.
50. I got you.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
21.
It's a part of that.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 54. All day, punk. 54 is Mike.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Open man is Samuel, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Let him know.
Hey, check right. Watch it. I got you.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This will be taken in at the 1. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, Cowboys. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll start on the ground with Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second and inches, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel. 65 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
It's going to be a long day.
Hey, kill!
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. On first down, Pollard, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. On second down, it's Pollard. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Quan Alexander with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now Prescott on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. This is Coleman with the ground. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Right there. Look, 55. Right here, right here. Stay hot.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
I got you. 55.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It's now 4th down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Keep playing hard.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
I got this.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, boy.
12. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
Here we go.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
54, right?
Hey, orbit.
What we got?
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Pollard, and this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 15-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Pollard again. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
It's just me and you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Second down and goal. Prescott, that is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
That's the way you make the spin.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Here we go. Wait!
Watch the screen.
I got you.
Switch.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal.
Come on, D.
Hey, gun.
Kill.
Hey, go.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 29, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Morris. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Pollard. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Check. No. Watch the run. Here we go. Kill. Go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Tight dog.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
11. 1, Omaha. I got this.
Mike 5-4.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 65 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Alfred Morris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
49ers 26.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
55. Check 55.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I got you.
Mike 50. I'm coming after you.
11.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, Alpha.
50, Mike's 50.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Completes it to Samuel. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
65. Go! Go! '80 weapon.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I don't think you got it, son.
Hey, gun.
You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Pass incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On third down, a run from Breida. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! I got this. Hey, gun.
Mike 5-4. Let's go, let's get this ball.
They run with Breida. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up second and 4 at the 26-yard line.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Hot. Undercrush.
This is Morris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Going to 53. Here we go, 46. 26.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
11.
They're running it.
Five. I got this.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. They'll start it on the ground with Morris. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Everybody, 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep. Avoids him at the 40. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
Here we go.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Got to do better.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because